Cam frozen. Is everything breaking? Bang that echoed around the world, a phenomenon known as the Death Stranding. Beach things, lost spirits of the dead, found their way into our midst. When they came to contact with the living, the result was an instantaneous annihilation, a void out. Since most could neither see nor sense BTs, people lived in fear of them, withdrawing from the outside world. Since cities became isolated and humanity crept towards extinction. To unite what was left of America, a porter named Sam forged a bond with a bridge baby, BB, called Lou, who possessed a special connection to the other side. Together they journeyed west across the continent, reconnecting the people through the chiral network. It's that stuff you guys just learned. But on the day that the United Cities of America celebrated the nation's rebirth, Sam and Lou vanished without a trace. Though USA officials attempted to track them down, the pair's whereabouts remain unknown. "11 months later. Sony Interactive Entertainment presents.
I've always loved porters. Through freezing rain and biting wind, across rivers, mountains, and endless deserts, they come to deliver something priceless, a glimpse of a life I've never known. They're my window, my sole connection to the outside world, and I know they'll be back again today.
-61.
Rip YouTube stream.
Have I ever really loved someone? Do I deserve what I've got? Now the great system stands into traps and the fear is switching sides. I own $1 million worth of stock, but I still won't sleep at night. What is it that I've become? -61. Now the water level rises high in my cold paradise, where men sit in circles and talk numbers I never really liked. The way they think of life as some kind
Oh, they're still all in
of
this?
gamble
I guess it makes
and
sense.
watch the city drown. Where is it?
Lochna and Die Hardman are still in this. Can tell if this is a real or video game. No, this is a video game that we're playing. I went to performance already. I don't. Oh, are you guys getting hiccups? I'm seeing smooth, but it looks like there's lag on stream a bit. Stuttering? Okay, we gotta turn that stuff off. Okay, turn off the camera first. Wait. Let me know how it looks with frames.
What is left and what is right? I made the worst mistake one can.
Jesus, and graphics. Not cam, it would be just the game. My game was completely smooth, it's just anyways.
Okay, time to head home.
Seems familiar. we Jesus now? Wait, what? It was all a dream. He used to read Word Up magazine. Grab YouTube stream. Times 700. Hey.
Not bad, little porter. Not bad at all.
Mr. Animal, buddy. Them some graphics, yo.
Hey, Lou. Time for some nom-noms.
Nom noms.
Come on, open up. There you go.
Fragile? Yeah. Roger's dual wheel. Take a knife as well.
Who's there?
He took a pan?
Who are you? Fragile?
Were you cooking?
What are you doing here?
I've been looking for you.
Nothing's worrying me.
Kojima. Why does she have a scarf for their hands?
Wow. Lou's growing up fast. You two look good. Like a happy family. Here's a gift. The finest Carol printed diapers.
Thank God. How'd you track us down?
Your neighbor got
Is the
hooked
game
up to
quiet,
the
chat, or
power
is it just in
network.
my ears that I need to turn it up?
Service now extends to the whole region.
Seems quiet.
I let myself in with this. You can use Carol printers now too.
Guess it's time we thought about moving. Maybe further south.
It is quiet? Okay.
You know, I'm surprised you used the front door for once.
My jumping days are behind me. Overdoing it left me with some kind of syndrome. They call it jump shock.
You care for a drink?
Thank you, but no. I should get straight to the point.
Business, huh? I mean, for a moment there, I thought maybe you wanted to catch up.
I have a job for you. Take it,
Is that
And
better?
that whole mess over how you left Bridges will be wiped from the record. You won't have to live in hiding anymore.
What about Lou?
It's good now?
That's a little more complicated. We're talking about a Bridges asset. You'll have to work it out. Sam, you brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA. But I'm afraid that Death Stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it.
I'm good now? Okay.
A lot of things changed
that a
after you
crypto
went
bio
off on
plushie?
your own. Especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. And that's not all. Die Hard Man is not the president of the UCA anymore.
Shit.
In case you're wondering who's handling distribution now, A Pass 4000 has revolutionized the whole process. It utilizes the chiral network to manage and carry out deliveries. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. And no need for Fragile Express, of course. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge. And we still require the services of human porters that can work outside the network. Preferably ones with dooms who can sense BTs. Sam, I'm asking you to go to Mexico. To extend the chiral network to the south. Just like you did when you went out west.
No habla.
You're asking, or is this coming from the UCA?
Both. The UCA came to Drawbridge, and now I'm coming to you. So, what do you say?
Seriously, why me?
There are several reasons I thought of you for this job. Deadman, for one. He's currently working at a lab in southern Mexico. I don't know the details, but the research they're conducting there is important. Very important. And there are certain things he'd like to tell you in person.
Well, that was one reason. You got more?
I do. And this one's serious. There is some BT territory near that lab I mentioned. They monitor the chiralium levels, and recently, they've observed unusual activity. The cause is still unclear, but they seem to think there's a good chance a massive BT is headed their way. And if they're right, then I want you there, ready to kill it before it kills them. Don't forget, Sam. You were the first person in the world to ever take out a BT.
Guess that makes sense. But something's still bugging me.
What?
All this talk about extending the network into Mexico. Isn't the UCA basically expanding their territory? Taking control? Claiming it for their own?
Sam, it's not like that. They're not trying to take over the world. They just want to link up new areas with the chiral network. Like the internet before the Death Stranding. Public infrastructure to connect people. Which is why, instead of turning to an established government agency like Bridges, the UCA contracted a private organization, like ours, who then decided to employ the services of a freelancer like yourself. So please, Sam, won't you help us out? Chiralium contamination is severe. Some areas have it worse than anything you experienced back in the UCA. The timefall storms are growing more intense as well.
Snow. Snare.
And as you can imagine, everything in their path is subject to temporal acceleration. Objects and structures degrade rapidly, while animals and humans grow old and frail in the blink of an eye. Timefall often precedes the appearance of BTs there too. So you should do everything you can to stay out of it as much as possible. There are many other dangers, though. The rivers can flood in an instant, and earthquakes happen daily.
I feel like she just covered this question.
Mexico has no shortage of beached things. Spirits of the dead washed up from the other side were stranded there just like everywhere else. Any human corpse that hasn't been properly disposed of will become a BT. And any living human that comes into contact with a BT will get dragged into the depths of the tar.
This is all footage from the first game.
Giant BTs can and will emerge from the tar as well. And if they succeed in consuming a living human being, they'll trigger a void out, destroying everything nearby in a massive explosion. Several Mexican cities were wiped off the map in this way. The survivors have since become divided and isolated. As most people cannot see BTs, they live in fear of them, and that fear has made them too terrified to venture outside.
Yeah, all right.
So you'll do it?
Uh-huh. What about Lou, though? It's not like I can take my kid with me. If I do this, can you hold the fort for me while I'm gone? Play babysitter?
We're inside the network. There's a child care app I can use. It'll be fine. The lab is only a few days away. I promise he'll be back before you know it.
Surely.
Link up the region as you head south, and come home safe. We'll be waiting.
All right.
Latest model Cupid. Just completed. We decided to put a hold on network expansion until it was ready to go. Like last time, you'll be using it to welcome people into a whole new world.
Hell yeah, brother. Join America.
It won't be any harder than before either. The Chiral network terminals are ready and waiting. Bridges saw to that. Emily's expedition split into two groups midway. The first continued west, while the second cut south into Mexico. But again, they were only able to lay the groundwork. Until you bring those terminals online with the Cupid, the network can't grow.
Oh, poor little guy.
Hungry?
No.
Oh. No more baby food for you.
Boy, Flexi.
Don't you get fragile any trouble while I'm gone.
I'm sure we'll be back in like 30 minutes and the game will end. Nothing bad will happen on the way.
Don't you break my kid.
She do have a little heart tattoo on her like elbow.
Now who wants to eat?
Or maybe that's just RP to like recover your exhaustion.
It's been too long, Sam.
Oh shit. Big Daddy.
You were a good friend to me. One I could never forget. Which is why I took steps to ensure that this message would only play upon your arrival.
Why'd he bait you with the
The
hug?
sensors were set to scan for your biometric data. A simple enough trick. Now, this was originally a geophysics laboratory established for the study of earthquakes.
Or sleeping in a morgue?
And for that reason, it holds a wealth of documentation on gatequakes, tar currents, and placates. As well, I discovered, as research data on the other side. Now, what I'm about to tell you, I learned after I came to this place. Imagine that this is the lab. Though it's relatively close to the northern tip of South America, the continent is entirely cut off from us by a tar belt. And so we have no idea what's going on down there. Nor do we know the state of any continent other than our own. The researchers here were trying to establish contact with the rest of the world. They were well equipped to do so, as the facility had once been used to launch research satellites. So they tried launching a variety of probes and drones in the hope of obtaining observational data, with no success. The Earth, you see, is shrouded in a thick layer of chiralium that renders electronics inoperable at altitude. So they tried sending ships across the ocean. Oh, yes. Oh, but that failed too. The high concentration of
Kojima duck.
chiralium in open water proved too corrosive, invariably causing them to sink. But then the researchers found some rather rare birds on their doorsteps. Birds not native to the region. Nice birdie, nice birdie. And that, my friend, was just the beginning. Not far from the lab, they discovered a strange anomaly. Well, the surrounding area was heavily contaminated with chiralium. Yes. This is beautiful. The researchers would later dub the anomaly a placate. But further investigation revealed that it came into existence when you began to expand the chiral network across North America, and that the gate grew larger in tandem with the network itself. What started as a tiny fissure in space became so much more. The researchers duly installed cameras to study the gate and its surrounding area. Now, to their surprise, they caught footage of some unusual marsupials. Yes, a kind you wouldn't expect to normally encounter in Central America, like the birds. But to confirm their suspicions, they sent an autonomous robot through the gate. The soil samples it collected were consistent with the archived geological data from the southern hemisphere. Not long after, several men and women came through the gate. They spoke English, and they confirmed that they had indeed come from faraway Australia. We finally knew the world outside North and Central America had survived. Ours was not the last bastion of humanity, but Australia had suffered the death stranding too. Undeterred, the researchers began working closely with Bridges.
But we're working on Death Stranding
Conducted
2
a
right now.
series of tests, paving the way for an expedition to Australia that would lay the groundwork for chiral network expansion. After they had first installed surveillance equipment, that is, so that the gate could be monitored from the Mexican side, a necessity to this day as Australia is not yet connected to the chiral network.
Well, I guess we know where we're going.
The UCA may not have dreams of conquest and control, but they aren't about to let just anyone use the gate. Indeed, that's one of the reasons they were so determined to connect Australia to the network in the first place. Well, I suppose that's all I have to say about the plate gate. There's something else that I need to tell you, though. Something far more important.
Okay.
Mind if I pause it here? I have to go take a shower. As I said before, there's something I need to tell you. It's about Lou. You see, after you left Bridges, I decided to do a little digging into BB-28's past. That is, Lou's. I found the BB decommissioning records. Now, according to them, BB-28 was flagged for disposal and subsequently incinerated 4 years ago, long before you and Lou first met.
That's BB-28?
This is the child officially identified as BB-28. But if you look closer, Sam, you see at once that it can't possibly be Lou. Right there at the elbow, where the birthmark should be. Nothing. Which means we have another BB-28 on our hands.
Oh, shit, dude.
The one with whom you memorably went west and back not so long ago. That is Lou. Per regulations, the serial number assigned to each BB was unique. No two units should have ever been assigned the same one. I've cross-checked the details with the most up-to-date entries in the UCA database. And indeed, there is no reason to believe BB-28 survived. All of which can only mean, Sam, that the bridge baby you carried with you on your journey across America, Lou, was never recorded in the official database.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, where then did Lou come from? Right now, your guess is as good as mine. But as worrying as that sounds, this could actually be to your advantage.
You're from Louisiana.
Since it's functionally impossible for the UCA or Bridges to track a BB of which they have no record. Which is lucky because if they did know about a BB that could live and grow outside the pod, they'd want to secure it for study. So take comfort in the knowledge that they don't. That you're free. That you can bring up Lou in peace.
Thanks,
How
homie.
is it, by the way?
Thanks, Mr.
The two of you living as a family. Right. I have gifts for you. A few things to take back home. An assortment of vaccines to be administered as your child grows up. We want Lou to live a long and healthy life. And it's natural for children to be afraid of shots. Maybe this will help put Lou's mind at ease.
No, thanks. Sam's an
A
anti-vaxxer.
token of my affection. You can collect it via the delivery terminal when you leave. I wonder how big Lou will get.
Is that right?
Anyway, there's one more thing I wanted to share with you. As you know, everyone is meant to go to their own beach when they die. But unlike most people, I wasn't born from a mother. I was born from an artificial womb. Transplants provided the organs I never had. I was incomplete and had no beach, I believed. But I wasn't about to accept that. I went back home to study the Ha and Ka and the beach. I threw myself into my work, Sam.
Which one was a witch
I
chat?
tried. But I think I've done all that I can. In the end, I'm still a patchwork Frankenstein's monster. One that's just about worn out. As a doctor, I can tell you, I don't have long left. So I've devoted my
No,
remaining
not dead,
time
man.
to research.
He's the innocent homie.
That's why I'm here, Sam. Where I can focus on the beach. There's so much data here, Sam. On beach formation, jumping via beaches, the relationship between the beach and plate gates. All the evidence you could ever wish for. Not enough to solve every mystery, perhaps, but enough for me to make an incredible personal discovery. That I have a beach after all. It doesn't matter how I was born. I have lived as a human. And thus do I possess a beach like any other. I am not a machine, but a person with a ha and a ka and a beach to go with them.
It's cool to see, like, Sam's character smiling more now
Lastly,
in this game.
I have a confession for you,
Because he's, like, you know, made friends and stuff.
along with a heartfelt apology. I told you once that I didn't have dooms. But that's not actually true.
What the fuck?
Not that I was lying, you understand.
Right, Mr. Kim?
I just didn't know. It was only after I found my beach that I realized. Chiral allergic reaction.
Oh, that's why he's crying.
I can feel it getting closer.
Not just emo stuff.
I'm off to the beach, Sam. To my beach. Take care of yourself.
Wait, what? He dies? No. That's a meme, right? What's happening? It's like a soap opera.
Sam,
Bro, what just happened? There's no way he's gone. That's the
Did you
most,
know
like,
about
not
this?
epic death.
no. It's news to me, too. I'm sorry that man is gone. But he would have been pleased that you managed to extend the UCA network all the way to his lab.
Ain't no way, cuh.
Thank you, Sam.
I guess I'm homeward bound.
Missing little Lou that badly?
You know I am.
Come on back, Sam. Lou misses you, too.
Mexico?
Sam,
Lots smaller than
I
I
just
thought.
reviewed the list of UCA associates. You can rest easy. Any data concerning your life on the run has been erased. So once you've taken care of Deadman's final request, you can come straight home. Access the terminal on site for the details.
I can't believe we're almost
I'll
done the
take care
entire
of you.
game.
Just focus on the job.
Just like old time.
What the hell happened?
What? What? She dies? No. Everyone's dying.
Lou,
No, she's dead, right? Okay, she's fine. Suddenly I don't care about her anymore. Where's Lou?
I patched you up the best I could. What happened to Lou?
We were attacked. It all happened so fast.
Disgusting.
detected. Intrusion detected. Level 5 alert. Multiple unidentified armed hostiles inbound.
That's actually a very good question. Why is her body not old anymore? I'm sure it'll be explained. That seems like way too big of a thing to be an oversight. Yeah, her body's not old anymore indeed.
I tried to jump us out of there. But I could only take my equipment with me. And I couldn't possibly think of Lou like that. There was no way for the two of us to escape together. The best I could hope for was to jump Lou out. Just Lou.
Uh-oh. I mean, we didn't find Lou's body, though.
I couldn't protect Lou. I am so sorry. So sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh shit, Daisy's gonna go Super Saiyan. It's like his vision, he saw Lou becoming a BT baby. Got the little wings and everything.
Lou?
Sam, what's going on?
Can you hear me? Can you see me?
It's like a mama situation.
You can't. Because you're dead.
Bruh, what the hell, man?